Houston, it is breezy there. You got some sunshine. Boy, is it a chilly day. So finding balance in your life is tough enough, but factor in the holiday season and things can get a whole lot more complicated.
Heck yeah. So that's why we have marriage and family therapist Viviana Coles. She's also known as the Texas Love Doc, and she's here with more. Hi, Viviana.
Hello.
I should call you Dr. Coles. Happy holidays to you.
Happy holidays.
See, let's start with travel, because that's a big thing. You're just maneuvering, whether you're doing a road trip or going through the airport, super added stress. I know that both of us are going through it this holiday week.
Well, and you can plan as much as you can ahead of time. You can plan, but then with the holidays comes weather, people getting sick, things get canceled.
Unhappy kids.
Unhappy kids. You know, people are all hopped up and tired. So I think one of the best things that you can do is try to plan for the correct time to travel with your family. If you have young kids, you want to factor in a nap time. If you are a night owl and you want to be working through the night on the airplane, plan for that. So try to use your time wisely when you're traveling. If you're traveling via car, make sure you're checking the roads, make sure you're checking up on all that to make sure that whenever you are out there, that you're obviously being safe, but have a good time too. Plan for some games. Plan for some fun family discussions, and also some nap time in the car.
But what if your work schedule or the price of an airline ticket or departure time of a bus or whatever mode of transportation you take, what if you are just stuck to the schedule of, you know, the cheapest flight? And you have to take the early morning flight because that's what was on sale.
So if that's the case, make sure that you've got games and activities on hand, you've got chargers, you've got backup batteries, because you want to make sure that you are, if you are stuck, let's say, stopped somewhere, that you're not going to drive each other crazy and start off the holiday to a bad start. If you are kind of stuck with making sure that you're getting there in the cheapest way possible and it's not the most convenient, know that, have a good attitude, try to, you know, have a little personal mantra. We'll make it. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Is that the key, having a mantra? Because I know a lot of us, when we're out and about...
Positive attitude changes everyone's experience. And remember, if you're traveling as a family, what one person experiences, it can really bring everybody down.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Somebody needs to take turns. Usually the adults need to take turns being that uplifting person who's being positive and jolly.
I always feel for the parents that are on the plane and they're trying so hard. Their child screaming at the top of their lungs and they're trying so hard to calm the child down.
Well, and everybody else needs to be patient too. You know, understanding that, yes, these kids do not travel all the time like they do, and just trying to be conscious of that and be caring and kind.
Now, the stress doesn't go away, though, once the plane lands, because for many of us who go to family events, maybe we're around extended family, that can also be stressful. Like, for instance, what if you have a horrible uncle who seems to just be overbearing and you can't stand him, but you have to be around him during the holidays? How do you approach a situation like that?
Think about it as being in doses, getting these people in doses. Take a walk. Offer to spend some time with someone who you haven't seen in a while. Make sure you get that FaceTime in with that uncle just to show that you care and to let everybody kind of...
Or the father-in-law, that's going to our executive producer. Take them in doses.
Take them in doses. You know, you can get up, you can take a walk. You can be the one that volunteers to go to the drugstore, to the liquor store, wherever you need to go to just take a little break. But make sure that you're always being kind and respectful, and that when you're talking to people, that it's something that you can be proud of and that you're not instigating fights.
Okay.
Is it okay to ever, like if somebody does cross the line though, and just to flat out tell them, okay, you have crossed the line, I need to walk away from you for a little bit?
Exactly. This is where I get in trouble because, and it happens sometimes at holiday time, if I hear something that I can't, you know, not speak up about, I speak up. And then it starts a little bit of an issue.
Choose your battles wisely. You're going to be in close proximity with these people for sometimes days on end. So choose your battles. If it's something that you feel very strongly about, take them aside, talk to them about it one-on-one to get their true opinion, because sometimes they use this as a platform to just be wild and crazy and fit into that role of the certain party guest. So if you really want to get their opinion, talk to them one-on-one. You won't get as heated, they won't get as heated without an audience.
Okay, so what about if you have somebody in your family has the wild and crazy kids, the unruly kids, and you just want to say something?
Always, as a parent,
Don't say anything.
as a parent of truly wonderful kids,
Perfect little angels.
We're on the nice list.
Who happen to be here, by the way. They're out here.
Yeah, my cuties.
Very cute.
I think that you should always speak to the parents first, one or both of the parents, and just let them know, hey, we don't want them to climb on there, or they're going to get hurt. I'm concerned about them. If they don't, step in. If you see that a kid is going to break something or hurt themselves or break something on themselves, make sure you step in. I'd much rather that than the alternative.
Yeah, a trip to the emergency room. Okay, what about the stress of gift giving? Because for this morning in our office at the station, Jennifer looked up at me and said, "Can you believe that a week from today, Christmas is over?" And I was like, "Wait a minute, no. Oh, wow.
No, that's not what you did.
So I still haven't
It was more like,
done all my
what?
gift shopping, and I am feeling a lot of stress. So what about people out there who are just overwhelmed by
I
the
sent him
gift?
into a panic attack
This
is what
is
I
the
did.
thing. It's too late for you. No, I'm just kidding. You should kind of start at the beginning of next year to get your plan, get your list, and start shopping bargains throughout the year. That's ideal. But for those of us,
Dr. Coles,
hasn't
next year is
started.
no good. I need stuff for this year.
so for right now, pick one of your favorite stores that you know is open late or open early before you come into work or after, and just knock out that list. Don't worry too much about budget at this point because that's the consequence. That's their penalty.
Ooh, that express shipping.
Yeah.
Gift cards to Olive Garden for everyone. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding.
But like in my situation, my mom and I are dealing with the loss of my brother, and it's our first holiday. What's advice for somebody that's in the same situation that I'm in, that you've lost someone and you're going to have to face it?
Acknowledge the loss as often as you need. Create a little tradition, something to commemorate that person's spirit and the place that they had in their life, and make sure that
She knows I'm about to lose it, so.
and make sure that you don't try to forget. This isn't the time to forget. This is the time to relish in that thought. And remember, maybe create a little ornament or a little tradition. Say a little prayer if that's what you're into. Sing their favorite Christmas carol. But acknowledge that feeling.
It is a big stress for a lot of folks. A lot of folks.
Yeah. And today was his birthday, by the way.
Wow.
What about people who are alone during the holidays, Dr. Coles? Because that's also really stressful.
Well, there's a difference between being alone and being lonely. If you're feeling lonely, there are lots of places in Houston we're so fortunate that are taking people in, taking singletons in to spend some time over dinner. Lots of different restaurants. You're welcome to look online, and you can see that lots of different restaurants are hosting singles and hosting people who are on their own for the holidays. But if you're lonely, then that's something that you want to address at home. Do something exciting, or go off if you can afford going off on a trip by yourself. Go for it. See the country. Use that holiday time.
Oh,
It's okay to be alone
great
too
advice.
if you want to be alone, right?
Absolutely. Read a book for once.
We're going to have you sit
Nice.
there for just a moment and don't go anywhere, folks, because Dr. Coles is going to stick around and we will continue the conversation. She'll explain how to help lessen stress at the office after the break.
And Wednesday on Houston Live.